Namaste Angels. I'm going to do a client reading for somebody who contacted me via email today. Beginning with Emergence and my Tony Carmine Solano Universal Love Oracle and my cross spread from the perspective of the Divine Masculine and opening to the Mystic. I did see as I was shuffling, did I see court cards in the element of water? I think I did. Water, air, which this card could represent either of those. Because I always get water from it being, I guess, so dark and blue. It reminds me of the universe and like the moon and stuff, and that can represent water. But this star on the woman here on her third eye always says Aquarius to me, which is the water bearer, and that would explain all the water too. So somebody so far may be an Aquarius and or a water sign, in addition to needing to pay attention to their intuition. Emergence is very much about what it looks like rising from the ashes. Since this is so yellow and bright and like vibrant, I always imagine that what's beneath her and from what she rose must be really dark, but she's found the path to light here. I've opened to fear. That can be fear with regard to this continued emergence, and elevation and ascension can be frightful. Sometimes we go through quote unquote dark night to the soul and all this type of thing. That can be fearful. Of course, union. Answered prayer, very much about what it looks like. And you see again, star and water, and I say water, this is a butterfly, you might say, what does that have to do with water? But the butterfly, because of the death and rebirth, the metamorphosis through which a butterfly goes, reminds me of the sign of Scorpio. So then there's like more Aquarius or air and water here. Also, all this blue and these funny shapes, blue and white around her, is like very air-like too. But the card about answered prayer, of course. And I'll cut here. Abundance. This could be bringing in earth energy. Abundance is about what it looks like. Abundance of financial, growth, material matters, and also love. And yes, somebody may be an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising as well. The overall energy for you, similar to emergence, is going to be transmutation. So one or both on the rise here, at least metaphorically, if not physically too. And that can mean many things, of course. After having on the heels of abundance, it can be on the rise in that sense. Maybe on your job, you're a superstar at the office, getting in line for promotion, being watched in that sense. You are about to experience that financial abundance. That can, very well be. But also having seen, again, the emergence card with that woman who had risen up from the ashes and was facing like those 3 rays of white light, which to me is like very healing Christ light. It can be about ascension too, in the vibrational and spiritual sense. So this card will represent the feminine about herself, perhaps a message from her higher self. The masculine about the feminine, and about himself in relation to the union, of course, about the union as a whole. Overall, the outcome, what the masculine would have the feminine do or surrender, contribute toward the situation, what he is willing to do in that regard, and what the universe would have the two of them to do or surrender, contribute. heaven on earth. The feminine has something of which she needs to let go. And, you know, quite often when I get on here, I say, I'm doing a reading for somebody. I know absolutely nothing about them. I don't know this woman prior, but she actually did tell me a couple of things today. So I think I know of what she needs to let go. She's, you know, told me that she's begun the process of divorcing, and that is going to be necessary. You know, she knows it in the 3D. Her higher self is reaffirming. You know, the universe agrees that in order to move forward, she has to let go of the past. And that's what this heaven on earth card is about. It's about, if we want to achieve heaven on earth and like peace in our lives, you know, the joy and experience the love that God, you know, meant for us, means for us, that we have to let go of things, people, places, and things that have become a block to those situations. And the fact that sometimes people, places, and things become a block doesn't mean anything negative necessarily against them. Like I was telling one of my other clients the other day about my own, you know, my own experience, my own family. I said, you know, I don't blame, because I was talking to her about her desire to divorce, and she's been married a long time, and I said, you know, I was married over 20 years, and I'm sure my, you know, ex-husband, children's father would like walk through fire for me. At the same time, that doesn't change the fact that he was, you know, not a great husband. I think I used the term a shitty husband. Actually, you know, at times at least. But I don't blame him for that. I'm not meant for him. That's why it didn't work out. So it's like one of those type of things. Yeah, so she's gonna have to put down the old in order to allow for the new. The space has to be vacated for the new. And the masculine with regard to her birth, it's like a fresh start. Birth of a new relationship, perhaps, and it's definitely divine, because with this dove here, I mean, and these rays coming out of the dove, for me, this is very Pentecostal, and it's definitely something, you know, of the universe and a blessing for you. The masculine about himself, healing sound. So he may be the one who's going through, you know, a particular ascension now. We see this woman with like points where it appears that, you know, like rays of light are touching her, on her face, on her hair here, something here with the sacral. And it's like these may be specific places where she's being healed. The crown chakra, the third eye chakra, the sacral chakra. And maybe through healing sounds, which could be music. I mean, I listen to binaural tones. People that watch me know that I listen to binaural tones and I recommend them and everything. But I recommend music too, whatever genre you're into. The music is therapy, you know, it's therapeutic, and it heals people. So whatever healing sounds is for you. And speaking of healing, I don't know if you heard, that was a healing sound just now too. That was a siren on Archangel Raphael coming through here. The masculine with regard to the union, listening. And definitely more this need to pay attention to intuition and to messages that come through from the spiritual realms. Some more indication that maybe somebody is an air sign, and perhaps specifically Aquarius. And the masculine's sentiment of a need as a whole for like healing, like meditative energy for the whole union. So like you both could benefit from perhaps listening to some healing sound, not just him. Overall, golden memories, very similar to the card that the feminine higher self selected. This is about taking, the good, the positive memories with you. A lot of similar colors to your overall energy here of transmutation. Transmutation is about changing basically energy. Like you're taking negative energy, maybe old energy, stagnant energy, we're transmuting it into love. Like everything, let's transmute and change and like cleanse everything, wash it all away, any negativity, wash it all away and represent it as love. That's what transmutation means. And this is about just that, like taking the positive with you, taking the lessons learned with you, taking the love with you, leaving behind the fear, the regret, the resentment, whatever of the past. Only taking the golden memories. What would the masculine have the feminine to do? Surrender, count your blessings, like be appreciative of all that's coming and be open to receiving like new experiences, birth of new experiences. And just like allowing everything to unfold without trying to control it or anything like that. Just allowing for the divine, basically. And here's that divine. Here we have Mary, who is known for, divine birth, and for this like Pentecostal dove, for the angel to be notifying you of a birth of something new, crossing this. So that just goes to further show the divinity, demonstrate that. Masculine, wow, okay. Sacred union. Yeah. So his higher self acknowledging this connection and saying, yeah, this is what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to take my, my role, my destined place, my rightful place as the divine masculine, as the sacred, husband here. Very nice. Well, the universe have the two of you to do a surrender here is let go of the fear. That fear has reared its head yet again. It's popped up here. The universe guiding you both to let it go. And isn't it funny how this card has the similar cards to the birth? So it's like we let go of this, we give birth to something new. We let go of the old, we give birth to something new. We leave the fear and regret in the past. I was talking about the fear in connection to this card. We let go of that, leave it in the past. We take the golden memories with us. So, outcome, universal heart. And look how he's sitting here next to the sacred union. This is the divine masculine of all time, Jesus the Christ. Basically seconding the masculine's motion here with regard to the union. Really, really awesome. All right, I'm going to give you another spread, this time from the perspective of the masculine. It's another cross spread, but from the masculine, not from the universe. I'm sorry, from the universe, not from the masculine. That was from the masculine. And this time I'm using what I call my hashtag creepy deck, and I'm beginning with fun times, which can be about a need to be more social, even if that's not necessarily with one another. It can be, of course, and that's awesome. But it can be with friends too. Just making sure there's some adult time. And this card I was talking about a few minutes ago, not controlling or manipulating anything. I think specifically with regard to the feminine, but it could go for either one. And that's what this card shows up here for. Like not being restrictive too with regard to spending that adult time, socializing with other grown people and things like that. Like loosen up. Fun times. True gem. Maybe somebody's yes in Aquarius. Yes in air sign, but no, not in Aquarius, a Gemini. That's a possibility too when this card comes through. This can also be reflective of what we just saw. That's sacred marriage. All right. This representing like the ring. True gem. And true gem opposite true love. Very nice. True gem, I'm going to cut. obstacles, something in the way of your progress. So we're going to work on moving whatever this is from wherever it is out of the way so you can move forward. Of course, it can be the marriage. Your overall energy is short-term and like short-term heartbreak, pain right now. And actually, when I was shuffling the Angel Tarot, I did see the Three of Air, or the Three of Swords, which is a similar card, a card of pain, the need to, it demonstrates the need to heal, heartbreak, loss, all that kind of stuff. But just, it's going to be short-lived. Okay, the divine couple, the recent past, the near future, the masculine's higher self, blocks to the union, what the feminine can do, what the masculine can do, advice from the universe, the outcome. Boom! The divine couple is represented by twin flame. I had this the other day on a phone reading too for somebody. One of my clients, I said, here's twin flame, and she got a twin flame twice, like both cross spreads. In any case, this represents your union. Very nice. Recent past, soulmate. This can be about you and or the masculine, maybe in a karmic relationship. Near future, work. It's going to indicate working on your relationship together. And it can be about actual work, because I felt that coming through before too with regard to the abundance. I said somebody may be getting a raise or promotion or something, some sort of recognition at work. So sometimes these cards have dual meanings. The masculine's higher self. Mature woman. Very nice. I think this is actually him. This isn't like you on his mind or whatever. This is him. Basically, it's like getting in touch with your feminine side. We're all androgynous at the soul level. We all have that masculine and feminine, within, and we all need balance, yin and yang. And so this is him working from a place of that feminine archetype, which is awesome and necessary. Blocks to the union. Somebody being manipulated, one or both being manipulated and or manipulating. Again, these cards can have dual meanings. So there's somebody being, pulled around on strings. What can the feminine do? Feminine dating queen. Very popular. And you might need to make a choice. I mean, and this can be going back to the marriage again. The connection, the ties, the karmic ties coming through between you and your soulmate, and this crossing this here. You may have to be more definitive that one relationship is over. Work on that. The masculine, he's got like his name in the streets. I mean, and it can be tied to this control. There can be other people telling him like what to do. Don't be involved with her if she's married. Maybe for one, just an example. She's not your type. People talking about him, controlling him, maybe with words, like a verbal abuse type of situation. The advice from the universe. True gem. This is appreciating the gift also of the relationship. But again, somebody may be a Gemini, and it could be like choose the Gemini, choose the gem here. The outcome. Boom. Wow, that was easy. I can stop here. I have a few more minutes. I'll do another spread. But yeah, again, this represents a ring too. So this could be coming through the advice from the universe at the third possible meaning. You know, the same outcome as the masculine selected before. Sacred marriage is advice from the union. Like, don't let this be a barrier to you. This is where you are. This is what you are. This is where you are. This is what you are. And just be in that place and ignore all this and dispense with all this basically interruption. And that will allow for any pain and difficult to be, you know, short-lived, short-term. Underneath this, it is upside down, but it's Ice King. Did I see any fire? Well, we did have a couple of cards that indicate there could be some fire involved. This also comes through again with the air. I'm trying to tell if this is this can be connected to whatever this is what I'm getting. This is like a Aries or Mars kind of aggressive, trying to run your life energy that's coming through there. And it can be a person, one of the karmic, quote unquote, karmic soulmates, maybe your husband or somebody, a third energy in his life or something, perhaps a fire sign, maybe specifically an Aries or Leo. All right, let me get to the other spread. This was beautiful. Wow. I'm going to do it with these. Beginning with attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And opening to getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Getting to know each other very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So that's kind of like what that dating queen card indicated. Getting to know each other. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Honeymoon to go with your marriage, your sacred marriage. Getting to know each other. I'll go one more. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Getting to know each other. Cut. Boom. Here you go. I said this is the karmic. I was feeling. I think again on both sides. And this would support that. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Wow. Your overall energy is wedding. This situation involves marriage. Yes, of the sacred nature. We've seen this. Okay, so now I'm going to lay my spread of 9. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this is when you're like getting together in order to always come together without like any of that awkwardness. It's better to start off lighthearted. Like nobody wants to be approached with baggage. Surrounded by, make the effort from on the side of the masculine. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So he's being guided to make a move. And in his subconscious, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. For me, my friends in this regard are the angels. If he has, friends in the 3D, that he trusts. A lot of us don't like to involve other people, and especially with that gossip already going on, involve other people in our, romantic relationships. But if he has friends that he trusts in that regard, then he should let them help him, have somebody to talk to or something about the situation. If not, definitely call on the angels, God, or, in whatever you believe. For you, healing family issues, which makes total sense. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, but it's not just your parents, it's any and everybody, including your husband. Your husband in 3D, with whom you have some sort of toxic relationship and or issue circumstances, and anybody who impacts your life so much that they would be able to prevent you from moving forward with that life and or love life is with whom you have to heal family issues. And that can be friends, close friends. It can be actual family members. It can have more than one meaning for this card or apply to more than one, relationship. And there's two ways, basically, at the end of the day, to heal relationships. And one is by actually repairing it, and the other is by walking away from it. And you will decide which to do in which case. Surrounded by calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Union is crowned by deception. Someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. This could be the two of you, like lying to yourselves, trying to avoid coming together. This can be, outside parties. We'll see if we can get further clarity. At the root, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Crossing, make the effort here on the masculine's side, which is kind of funny. Crossing your calling in your soulmate. So that's your work. That's your chance. You're giving it. At the heart of the matter, the reason why this could be the one, you already met the romantic partner you seek. The next card is right. I'm going to see if it clarifies deception. Yep. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That wouldn't apply to the two of you, especially after all the other cards we've seen. That would apply to these other situations that are in the way, that's not real love. They're literally in the middle, even in our spread of what is true love. Also, a dual meaning for this card and in this placement can be that this has caused imbalance in your life and in his. And maybe this is why he's dealing with his feminine aspects right now, because of an in physical and personal imbalance right now as a result of sort of being turned on his side, turned upside down. Further advice for you from the Tony Carmine Salerno Universal Love Oracle for the masculine, expectancy. And this card is about the need to let go of expectations, limitations. This is not only being a puppet or trying to manipulate something, but trying to manipulate the universe, limiting the universe and what it can do for us, which is essentially ending up blocking your own blessings. This is about allowing things to unfold naturally. For you, answered prayer. So things you've been hoping for, just like this says, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, but they, your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring whatever it is you're trying to bring into your life. So continue on that path. From this deck, passion, describing again, this applies to other situations that are in the middle of the two of you. This is one of the obstacles. This is what you guys have. And for you, young female, this could be you. This could be your energy coming through. Especially if you're a redhead like me. This could be a child, too, is what I'm getting. Maybe, I don't know if you have a daughter. This could be your daughter, is what I'm getting. Young female. Maybe that's been that's attached to the family issues, because these things can be difficult for everybody. I certainly am not saying that it's easy to do. I understand where you are. I've been there, and where you're coming from as well. And religious factors on the side of the masculine. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So remember in the other spread when I was saying like he could be affected, or the people could be gossiping, for example, about the fact that you're married and he's in a relationship with you and stuff like that. I was just throwing that one out there, and it doesn't have to be that, but that's the kind of thing that can cause this card to turn up, like social norms and obstructions, and like man's law versus God's law, people's religions and cultures and political positions and all that kind of stuff, that being a block, causing their minds to be small with relation to real life and what's going on in the world today, and what really matters, and getting involved in other people's business and stuff. It looks like he has that going on. People, or his belief systems sort of like suffocating him. And for you, however, it'll all be worked out and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So we're certainly not going to be able to rush it. It's about, letting go, surrendering, allowing, and letting everything unfold naturally. I hope that you find your reading helpful, that you enjoy it. Namaste, dear.